The Sirens Call. Chapter 1. The voyage begins. The old freighter, Odyssey, creaked and groaned as it cut through the choppy waters of the Atlantic Ocean. The crew, a motley group of seasoned sailors and eager adventurers, busied themselves with their tasks, unaware of the darkness lurking beneath the waves. Captain James Harlow, a stern yet fair man in his mid-50s, stood at the helm, his eyes scanning the horizon for any signs of trouble. Among the crew was Dr. Emily Carter, a marine biologist with a fascination for deep-sea creatures. She had joined the expedition to study the mysterious and uncharted depths of the ocean. Little did she know, her curiosity would lead them all into a nightmare. As night fell, the sea turned eerily calm. The moon cast a silver glow over the water, creating an otherworldly atmosphere. Emily stood on the deck, her eyes fixed on the shimmering surface, lost in thought. Suddenly, a haunting melody drifted through the air, sending shivers down her spine. Did you hear that? She asked, turning to the crew members nearby. They nodded, their expressions filled with unease. The melody grew louder, more intoxicating, as if calling out to them. Captain Harlow frowned, his grip tightening on the wheel. Everyone, stay alert, he commanded. Something's not right. Chapter 2. The Descent. The next morning, the crew discovered a strange occurrence. Several sailors had disappeared overnight, leaving no trace behind. Panic spread through the ship like wildfire, and the eerie melody persisted, echoing in their minds. Emily, determined to uncover the truth, dove into the depths of the ocean with her submersible. As she descended into the dark abyss, she marveled at the bioluminescent creatures illuminating the way. But her wonder quickly turned to terror when she saw the source of the haunting melody. A massive, ancient shipwreck lay on the ocean floor, its wooden hull encrusted with coral and seaweed. Ghostly figures moved about the wreckage, their eyes glowing with an unnatural light. Emily's heart pounded as she realized they were the missing sailors, transformed into ethereal beings by the Sirens' Call. She heard the melody again, more potent and alluring than before. It seemed to emanate from the heart of the shipwreck. Gathering her courage, Emily steered the submersible closer, determined to find the source and put an end to the nightmare. Chapter 3. The Siren. As Emily ventured deeper into the wreck, she found herself in a grand hall, its walls adorned with faded paintings of ancient mariners. At the center stood a stunningly beautiful woman with flowing silver hair and eyes that shimmered like the ocean itself. Her voice, the source of the haunting melody, resonated through the hall, entrancing all who heard it. You've come to join us, the siren said, her voice like honey. Emily shook her head, struggling to resist the enchantment. And no, I'm here to save my crew. The siren's laughter echoed through the hall. You cannot save them. They belong to the sea now, as will you. Desperation gripped Emily as she searched for a way to break the siren's spell. She remembered an old legend about a sailor who had defeated a siren with a mirror. Frantically, she rummaged through her submersible's equipment, finding a small hand mirror. With trembling hands, she held it up to the siren. The creature's expression twisted into one of rage and fear as her own reflection stared back at her. The haunting melody faltered, and the ghostly sailors began to regain their human forms. No, this cannot be. The siren screamed, her voice losing its power. Emily seized the opportunity, hurling the mirror at the siren. The glass shattered upon impact, and the siren let out a blood-curdling scream. Her form dissolved into a mist, and the melody ceased. Chapter 4. The Return. The spell broken, Emily quickly ascended to the surface. The crew, now back to their human selves, were dazed and confused but alive. Captain Harlow met her with a mix of relief and gratitude. You did it, Dr. Carter, he said, clapping her on the shoulder. You saved us. Emily nodded, though the haunting experience would stay with her forever. As the Odyssey sailed away from the cursed shipwreck, the crew couldn't shake the feeling that the ocean held many more secrets, some better left undiscovered. Chapter 5. The Aftermath. The Odyssey returned to port with a crew forever changed by their harrowing ordeal. The story of the Sirens' Call spread quickly, becoming a legend among sailors and researchers alike. Emily Carter, hailed as a hero, found herself in high demand for interviews and lectures. Yet, she remained haunted by the siren's voice and the memories of the ghostly figures in the deep. Months passed, and life slowly returned to normal for the crew of the Odyssey. They sailed on new adventures, but the memory of the siren's call lingered in the back of their minds. Emily continued her research, driven by a newfound respect for the mysteries of the ocean. One evening, as she sat in her study reviewing notes, she received an unexpected visitor. An elderly woman with piercing blue eyes and silver hair introduced herself as Marina, a historian specializing in maritime folklore. I've heard about your encounter with the siren, Marina said, her voice tinged with curiosity. There's much more to the story than you realize. Emily leaned forward, intrigued.
What do you mean?
Marina explained that the siren they encountered was part of an ancient order, bound to protect a powerful artifact hidden within the shipwreck. The artifact, she revealed, had the ability to control the sea and its creatures, a power coveted by many throughout history. Chapter 6. The Revelation. Determined to uncover the truth, Emily and Marina formed an unlikely partnership. They delved into ancient texts and consulted with scholars, piecing together the history of the artifact and the sirens who guarded it. Their research led them to believe that the artifact's power was too great for any one person to control and that it needed to be destroyed. The two women embarked on a new expedition, this time with a clear purpose. They returned to the site of the shipwreck, navigating the treacherous waters with caution. As they descended once more into the depths, Emily felt a familiar sense of dread. Upon reaching the wreck, they were met with an eerie silence. The ghostly figures had vanished, and the hall where Emily had confronted the siren was now a crumbling ruin. In the center of the room lay a stone pedestal, upon which rested the artifact, a crystalline orb that pulsed with an otherworldly light. Marina approached the pedestal, her expression a mix of awe and determination. We must destroy it," as she said, her voice resolute. Emily nodded, her heart pounding. How? Marina produced a small, ornate dagger from her satchel. This dagger is forged from a metal found only in the deepest parts of the ocean. It is the only thing that can destroy the artifact. With a deep breath, Emily took the dagger and raised it above the orb. The moment the blade made contact, a blinding light filled the room, and a deafening roar echoed through the wreck. The artifact shattered into countless shards, releasing a wave of energy that rippled through the ocean. Chapter 7. The Peace. As the light faded, Emily and Marina found themselves back on the surface, the Odyssey bobbing gently on the now calm waters. The oppressive atmosphere that had plagued the ship was gone, replaced by a sense of peace. The crew, having witnessed the destruction of the artifact from the ship, cheered in relief. Captain Harlow embraced Emily, his eyes filled with gratitude. You've done it again, Dr. Carter." Emily smiled, though her thoughts were with the sirens and the mysteries of the deep. She knew that while the artifact was gone, the ocean still held many secrets, and she would continue to explore its depths with caution and respect. Marina, her mission complete, bid farewell to Emily and the crew. Remember, the sea is a powerful force," as she warned. Treat it with reverence, and it may yet reveal its wonders." Emily watched as the historian departed, feeling a sense of closure. The siren's call, once a haunting melody that had nearly claimed their lives, was now a distant memory. The Odyssey set sail for new horizons, its crew united by their shared ordeal and the knowledge that they had faced the darkness of the ocean and emerged victorious. As the sun set over the tranquil waters, Emily stood at the bow, her heart filled with a newfound sense of purpose. The ocean's mysteries beckoned, and she was ready to uncover them, one expedition at a time.